bottleneck, building a fizzer. Both wanna be right, lose sight, can't cut with one blade in a scissor. Are you willing to go away when I want you to stay?
Well, hello everyone. You found it. You've done it against all odds. You're here, and it is Kick the Cool, and it's a great place to be. I'm your little brother, Wopsle.
I'm your bullfrog, big sister, Shishi.
And I am your big little brother, Tone.
And this is the place where you get the reviews you didn't know you needed. Where to begin? I can't begin to know that. Who'd have believed we'd come so long? Cool. Kicking cool. Reaching out. Touching you with season 3. Sweet Kick the Cool. Good times never seem so cool.
So cool.
So cool. So cool.
I've been inclined to believe they never would. So let's just start the podcast. Okay, that's all I got, but it is here. We have arrived at season 3, and I feel like that makes me pretty jazzed. How about you guys?
I'm jazzed.
I'm pretty jazzed. Come on.
Yeah.
Season 3,
Neil
y'all.
Diamond to start the season 3.
Well,
That's perfect.
I do feel like a lot of people that we talk about on this podcast, like Meatloaf, now has recently passed away. I'm a little bit worried that we have a power we didn't realize that we have. Is Neil Diamond still alive? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, be on the lookout, because now that we've talked about him,
Right.
Oh,
he might be in
it's
trouble.
the curse, the Kick the Cool curse.
Kick the curse, yeah.
Yeah, some kick the curse. Sometimes people, have like a bump. You get the Kick the Cool bump. And we do that for some people. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, no, we've never done that for anyone. No one ever got a bump.
No. Yeah, we only have the slump, the Kick the Cool slump. Well, you said you're a bullfrog. I feel like you sound bad, but on the mend.
Yes, and I just want to make sure that everybody knows that I will not be laughing today. So they're going to have to laugh for me, or you guys just shouldn't say anything funny. Because if I laugh...
I think the latter.
Yeah.
That'll be easier to do.
If I laugh, I will, phlegm up my microphone, and that wouldn't be good for anyone. So...
Okay.
Okay, great.
Was that clear that I'll cough? I'll cough.
Yes.
That's all I meant.
Yeah. Tone, have you been sick recently? You sound pretty good. Are you feeling good? Are you doing all right?
Feeling great, looking great. I'm really good right now. I'm a good person.
Feeling
So
great. Looking great.
I look really good right now.
Oh, great. Oh, we're going to lose She by making her laugh. Be careful.
Yeah.
I'm not going to laugh. I just won't. I gotta lock it down.
All right.
But yes, you are a good person, Tone.
Yeah. Why do you ask, Wopsle?
Well, I just feel like, everybody I know has been sick. And around here, anyway, where I'm at, we've had a stomach bug going around too. So it's like,
Oh, I got that too.
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So people, it's just like, it's like a buffet out here. It's like Western sizzling. What do you want? You want some Omicron? You want some gastrointestinal situations? You want just
We
like
got the strep.
Yeah.
general anxiety that leads to headaches? Yeah, strep throat. It's just pile it on.
We all feel like crap, and we're just dealing with it.
Yeah.
For anyone who's ever seen the show The Walking Dead, there was an episode where Rick and his son, what was his son, Carl, where Rick and Carl go back to their hometown and Morgan is holed up in his fortress. Mm-hmm. That's what I've been for a while now. So I have booby traps everywhere. Like, yeah.
It's interesting. We talk about this sometimes, but we started this podcast January of 2020 just, to give us a chance to connect. And we thought we would have maybe something to say. We thought at least our mom would get some enjoyment out of listening to it, if nothing else.
Right.
And how lucky was it that we kind of had this connection point whenever the world shut down, a month and a half later. And then now here we are, been doing it for 2 full years. It's pretty wild.
It is. 70 episodes so far. This is 71. So,
well, this empire has not been built on us talking about dumb things at all. Instead, it has been built on us giving thoughtful and helpful reviews that people didn't know they needed. So I think we should get to it.
awesome.
I agree.
So, Shishi, you're up first this week. What have you brought for us to review?
Well, I looked at our listener suggestion list, which we have a very long list, and sometimes it's hard to choose, but I thought that I would choose the topic pranks that Nathan V sent in quite a while back, I believe. And I don't have a ton of stuff to say about pranks, which was perfect today since I am coughing. So I would like to know, Tony, what do you think about pranks?
Well, first off, let me say, whatever I think about pranks, it will not be funny because I don't want to make my shishi laugh
Right.
uncontrollably. So,
Yes.
yeah, pranks to me, there's never enough. Number one, nobody actually does them enough in real life. You can never have enough pranks. That's really all I need to say about it. I think that's what I want to go out on. I want to come in and go out on the fact that there aren't enough pranks.
Okay. Watson, what do you think about pranks? Do you share Tony's sentiment?
I share that exact sentiment, except like the bizarro version of that. Exact opposite in every way of what he just said is how I feel about
Me
pranks.
too.
I hate them. I'm scared of them. I feel like they're, especially, I think the first thing that comes to mind when I think of pranks is like the ones that are at someone's expense. Or like there were those videos for a long time where the high schoolers would go in and just slam cartons of milk on the ground and run out and like, LOL, great prank. And I'm like, well, I don't know if that's a
That's not a
prank.
prank.
I think it's just a crime. Like, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so that's my first thought is the opposite of what Tony said.
It's a prank crime. Prank crime.
When the cops try to get
But
you on
it's
the cuffs, you're like, cops, dudes, it was just a prank, bro. It was just a prank.
Yeah. As long as it's funny, it's not a crime.
Right.
That's right. It's kind of like what Shishi does with her children. She used to tell them, you can cuss if it'll make me laugh. If it's not going to make me laugh, you can't cuss.
Right. And you better bring it, kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I completely agree with you, Wopsle. Tony, I don't know why you love pranks so much, but I guess you had some good ones from some good friends. I've had too many pranks from people I don't know or people I don't like.
Right.
The prank.
Oh, that's the worst.
I know. The first prank. Okay. I got bullied quite a bit in middle school. And one of the things that happened to me was this girl came up to me and kind of crowded me a little bit. So I stepped back. And of course, her friend was on all fours behind me. So I completely just fell right over her. And it was hilarious. Like if they had been my friends, I would have laughed and laughed and laughed. Since I didn't have any friends, I didn't like it. So that was that's the first prank. I mean, not counting our cousins. I mean, they were always pranking us, but that's like the first, that's where, I think that's where the trauma started. So yes, I do not like pranks. When I watch prank shows, like what's the Impractical Jokers, I think is the latest one that we were watching, and really funny. Those guys are great, but it's just too uncomfortable. I have too much vicarious discomfort for everyone, and I just can't watch them. I cannot watch them.
There's nothing that makes me laugh my ass off more than somebody doing a prank and getting hurt. It's that's terrible.
So if you'd been in middle school with me and you saw me hit my head on the floor, you would have thought that was pretty damn funny.
What a great prank.
What a great prank. Sherry ran to the bathroom crying. That's awesome.
Successful
Wopsle,
prank.
have you ever pranked someone, Wopsle?
Again, I've always kind of hated them. Here, I'll give you a story for a prank. So I became a youth pastor at the age of 18. It was a pretty unwise hire, I think, of a church, because all of my best friends were in my youth group. In fact, my ex-girlfriend was younger than me. So now all of a sudden, we used to be a boyfriend-girlfriend. Now I'm her youth pastor. It was really unwise.
Oh, goodness.
Right.
And we got into that prank of, someone getting down on all fours and pushing people over and knocking them down. That was like running rampant. Of course, I'm an 18-year-old kid, and I'm like, this is a great way to spend time in the house of the Lord by pushing everybody over each other. But we couldn't get this one girl, Rachel, and I'm sure Rachel doesn't listen anymore because of this event. But Rachel, a lot of years was still a good friend, and we couldn't get her. And so I went to, as the youth pastor of this group of people, I went and told them, hey, I'm going to start the service out tonight with prayer. I'm going to stand everybody up and then start with prayer. And whenever I say, let's pray, everyone bow your head, close your eyes. You guys go get her. And they did. And we did it. And I was the ringleader of it. I'm responsible for it. We're trying to pray and they push her over on the ground. And it was the worst thing I've ever done. It's the worst thing that I've ever done in my life. And I think that was the day that I was like, wait, I really, really hate pranks. So I stopped. I stopped them. That's when I stopped them.
And perhaps a little maturity came about as a result of that. So,
well,
yeah,
instant maturity. I was like, wow, that sucked. That
I'm in charge here.
That is what bad people do. So, what about you, Tom? We both shared some prank stories. Did you ever prank?
You know, here's the weird thing about it. No one's ever pranked me.
You're so going down.
I know. Like, I have a lot of prank karma built up, right? Like, and so when someone finally gets me, it's going to be otherworldly. I can hear Sherry trying not to laugh.
If I keep my mouth closed, it's way easier. So I'm going to be breathing a lot. That's all.
The episode where Sherry only laughs with closed mouth. Will go down in history as the greatest episode.
You should see my waveform. It's ridiculous.
This is going to be hard to do now because I'm going to hear Sherry laughing with her mouth closed the whole time.
All right. So here's the thing. I think the reason that you think pranks are the bomb is because you've never been hurt by one. So, and you probably won't now. I mean, how many pranks do we pull on people at our age? Not a ton.
Right.
There are little harmless pranks that I think are pretty funny. Like if you tape someone's shoes to the floor and they go to put their shoes on and they can't walk, that's kind of funny.
I did tie a rubber band around the sprayer on the sink.
That's my next one.
Yeah.
Yes. That one is kind of funny. As long as you're at home, not at work, you don't want to, and a related one is putting a little cup of water on top of the door. So when they open the door, it falls on their head and you just want a couple of drops, people. Don't go full cup. Right. Okay. Just a couple of drops,
never go full cup.
Or even just put an eraser up there, get a little dusty. You don't want to ruin someone's day. I think that's the problem. We're ruining people's days instead of just surprising them, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. That's a good point. She is like, can you do a prank that actually enhances someone's day rather than ruins it? Right. Because I remember one time there were some guys that, so like what ding dong ditching is, right? It's where you ring the doorbell, you run away and hide in the ditch and watch and look at the person looking around like an idiot. Well, that's not going to ruin your day.
Funny.
It's not going to ruin your day, but it's also not going to make your day better, right? So I had some guys one time that would come and ding dong dance me. And so Ken, who's one of our listeners, was one of these guys where there would be like 6 people and they would ring my doorbell and then stand in my front yard and just dance, just like the craziest rave you've ever seen. So I'd open the door and they wouldn't say hi to me. They wouldn't do anything. They just danced their little butts off until I closed the door. And it would be ding dong dance all the time.
That is amazing.
So like,
I love that.
We need more pranks in the world. Yes, it's a prank, but it's a prank that actually makes people's day better. Just like those ding dong dancers used to do.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah. We need more of that.
More pranks like that.
That should be
laughing.
That should be the kick the cool mission. That should be our new mission, is to play good pranks.
I like that idea. Can we get our listeners to do a day brightening prank and film it and post it to our wall? Post it to Facebook or Instagram.
Based on the literal hell that we have had trying to get anyone to communicate with us on this podcast.
It's definitely a one-way.
Chances are pretty good.
A one-way communication.
Chances are pretty good.
We were giving away free stuff and nobody even messaged us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not one single person, y'all.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Okay, well, on that note, let's rate pranks. Tone, what do you rate pranks?
I'm gonna give pranks. I really love them, man. And if you talk about, we didn't even talk about April Fool's Day. I won April Fool's Day. I've been shouting this from the podcast mountaintops for a long time now, for years, that we need to all celebrate April Fool's Day. So I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 April Fool's pranks. 4 out of 5.
Awesome. All right. So, Wopsle, what do you rate pranks?
Oh man, like I said, I don't like them, but I do like the good ones. But again, when I think of pranks, I have bad memories, so I'm going to rate pranks 16 out of 20. Apologies to Rachel. I'm so sorry, Rachel. That was bad.
Oh, sorry,
And
Rachel.
I hope someone lets you know how bad I feel about that day.
Let's count up how many years it's been since that happened.
That was in the year 2000.
Yeah.
It was literally
year
fall of
2000.
2000. So it's been roughly
22 years.
22 years.
Yep, that's one that sticks with you.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to have to rate pranks 3 inches, which is how short my pants were when I got pranked that day on the playground in 6th grade.
Wait a minute.
My pants were 3 inches too short.
That's probably why you got pranked, huh? Back then, especially.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of
Yeah.
fashionable, but no, not back then.
Nope. In
Back
the
then, you
80s,
did not want high waters.
You had to have the bunched up on top of your sneakers back then.
Well, I'm certain that we have helped someone with pranks, and hopefully we put some more energy for good pranks out into the world. I fully expect to be pranked in a way that I like in the coming months. So
I'm looking forward to
you
it.
guys keep your head on a swivel.
I can't wait to see all those videos we're going to get posted to our social media.
Hope we don't actually shut Instagram down with too much
Right?
activity.
Oh.
All right, Tone, you're up next with our review. What have you got for us this week?
Look out, kids. It's that time.
What time?
Time for the Rando Review
Review.
Riot. A segment with an overblown opening to make the segment seem cooler than it is. Here on Rando Review Riot, we take 2 topics and pit them against each other. One thing to note, there can be only one winner.
Only one winner.
Oh, that was a good bullfrog right there.
Thank you. Thought I had to give it a go.
So yeah, Rando Review Riot, you love it, you know it. It's the oldest trick in the Kick the Cool book. I've got a new topic generator today, so we should have all brand new wild topics.
I can't wait.
So here we go. Number 1, first question. And remember, we're not rating. I always need to explain this. We're not actually answering the question. We're rating how good of a topic this is. So first topic, are you a political activist? A political activist versus what is your strongest voluntary muscle?
So
That's a weird one.
that one would be like not your lungs, not your heart. It'd have to be like
Exactly.
your gluteus maximus or
Yeah.
some
My
other kind
gluteus
of
maximus.
Anything
muscle
that
that I
sounds
don't.
Roman.
My
Your
gluteus
delts.
maximus is definitely involuntary. So that one doesn't count.
Okay, so what was the first topic again? Something
I
political?
think I have a gluteus minimus. I don't know. Not a maximus, more of a minimus. Yeah. So are you a political activist?
Those 2 topics, I would definitely choose the muscle one. I mean, I don't know. I'm tired of talking about politics. Maybe that's it.
Right.
Yeah, the politics one would help you filter people out quicker, which could be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you ask somebody, are you very political, activist, and they do pull out their Viking helmet, then you're like, oh, I should leave right now. So that would be helpful.
That's true.
What if
I
they're
wish
in-
that everyone who was of that persuasion would either wear their MAGA hat or their
Viking
their
helmet.
buffalo hat.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Viking helmet.
they could, if they pulled out their Viking helmet, I would just ask them, which Wagner aria are you singing today. That's what I would say. And where's your little, breastplate bra? That's what I would ask.
Oh man. But what's funny though is if someone asked me what my strongest muscle is, I would never think of an involuntary muscle. Like, that's not what that question
you don't think
even
of them
is.
as muscles.
But from now on,
Yeah.
I will respond. Yeah, I will respond with the heart.
The heart.
So, Wopsle, Sherry's obviously going with your strongest voluntary muscle. What are you picking?
I think that's what I'm doing too. I think the strongest voluntary muscle.
I'm going to go as well with that strongest voluntary muscle. We need to be very clear that we are not talking about any involuntaries.
That's so weird.
Don't confuse the issue by bringing in those involuntaries. So there can be only one winner. Next topic. Here we go. Why are there interstate highways in Hawaii?
Okay.
Versus, do English people eat English muffins, or are they just called muffins?
Oh man.
Why are there interstate highways in Hawaii versus do English people eat English muffins or just muffins?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think both of those are kind of the same level.
Really?
The same level.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, wait,
Very different topics, but
are the interstate highways in Hawaii, are they called interstate highways?
yes, they are.
Well,
Yes.
They are.
Yep.
I don't know if I agree with that particular label about the Hawaiian highways.
Anyway,
I'm gonna vote for why are there interstate highways in Hawaii. That's my choice.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
See?
I'm going last this time.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, so no, I have to go English muffin. I think there's a lot more legs on that topic. I think it's a better topic.
I'm a tiebreaker. Ooh, a feeling of power. I'm going to go with interstates in Hawaii just because I liked it there so much.
Yeah. Woo, woo,
Yay.
woo.
All right, then.
All
See how
right.
it is.
There can be only one winner. And of course, there's going to be like 5 different winners or whatever. But
Yep.
okay. So next topic. What is the most embarrassing thing your spouse has said or done around you?
Oh.
And are you a touchy and feely person? So what is the most embarrassing thing your spouse has said or done around you? And the next topic, are you a touchy feely person?
I think the Bidens could probably answer that one better than me. Both of them.
Both of those questions.
I feel like the spouse one is problematic though, because like this in theory is not a conversation with your spouse. It's with the third party.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like putting,
That's right.
like, I don't know that I want to put Amy on blast to somebody and just be like, oh yeah, this one time in the middle of Target, she totally farted, but she tried to blame it on this older couple next to us. No.
It's our biggest secret. We promised we'd never tell anyone. Oops.
But that is the most embarrassing thing, so I had to tell.
But I had to tell because the question generator asked it. So, yeah, I don't want to answer that one at all. And I don't want her to answer that one either.
I feel like, that is very fraught because if your spouse, sometimes it's a painful embarrassment,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't want to bring that stuff up either. So
In fact, I would guarantee that the most embarrassing thing is a painful topic because that's what made it so great. So,
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
right.
yeah.
Well, I have to go with are you the other question is, are you a touchy feely person? And I don't think that has a whole lot of legs on it as a topic. I feel like you'd run out of stuff pretty fast because basically everyone would go yes or no and then you'd be done. So you never want to answer a review topic with just a yes or no answer. So I'm going to go, what is the most embarrassing thing your spouse has done?
I will agree with that. I vote for that one.
Now I do wonder though. Let's say, for example, I ask you like, do you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or not? And you say no. It's gonna be one of those things where I try to convince you that you should like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, right? Like, dude, like you're missing out. They're so good. You got to
Right.
try it. Maybe you haven't had the right kind of peanut butter. Maybe your ratios were off. Like I'm going to try to talk you into trying peanut butter and jelly because I think you just missed it.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that that's what the touchy-feely thing would be because I am not a touchy-feely. I hate physical affection. Don't touch me. Don't hug me. Don't shake my hand. Don't look me in the eye. Don't do anything.
Oh, now you tell me.
And so,
Don't look me in the eye. You're not touching it.
even that though.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
Those are all on
Damn.
the same level to me. I feel like we
You
gotta
got problems, boy.
Don't breathe loudly.
joke. Yes. Don't be in earshot. Yeah, I mean all of these things. So I feel like I'm afraid if I told somebody that, they would feel compelled to say, "Hey, you should give it a try. Sometimes a hug can really help." And then I start crying, and it's like it's a whole deal. So
Now you really need a hug if you're crying.
Yeah, that's right.
So because of that, I go with the spouse one too. I got to stay away from those physical touches and emotions.
Yay! We're all united.
Yeah.
On that answer. Yay! All right, next topic. And by the way, I don't know if I told you guys this, but there can be only one winner. Okay. All right, so next topic. Is Disney World the only people trap? Wait, hold on. Okay.
Yeah, let's get this right.
Yeah. Is Disney World the only people trap operated by a mouse? What?
This has got to be crowdsourced questions here.
It's saying rather than a mouse,
Right.
rather than a mouse trap operated by people. So see, it's inversed.
Oh.
Okay, but the answer to that is going to be a real fast answer.
Yeah. No, there's actually, how about, you got Walt Disney World and Disneyland. So,
Okay.
but that's short. That's, yeah.
All right. Well, the next topic is, who was the last woman your husband dated before you got married?
Ooh, I'm going with that one.
That's a bad one.
That's a good topic.
Oh, I don't know though. I mean, just thinking about another people trap operated by a mouse that is not Disney is really cracking me up.
I hate that one.
No, I like that one because when the answer is no, then you got to say, okay, well then how would it happen, right? Like, what are these mice going to do? Mm-hmm. And then you got to figure out.
I don't know why, but I don't even want to think about it. Like, it's giving me the creeps.
Well, what is the secret of Nim somewhere in this question,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
La 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 la.
Sherry hates it. Okay, so Sherry has already voted for who was the last woman your husband dated before you got married.
That's juicy. There's a lot of meat on that bone.
What can possibly good come from that question, though?
Right.
It's only bad.
Well, what's better? What's a better bonding moment than just dissing some skank from the past? Just, like your sister's bonding over this skank that your husband dated, and oh, you're so much better, and that you believe that chick, what she did, and all this,
Juicy.
She keeps
you
Facebooking
called
him.
it. It's very juicy.
Without a doubt. Juicy.
I do love me some gossip. Hate to be stereotypical, but I love my gossip.
I am definitely voting for is Disney World the only people trap operated by a mouse? That's my vote.
Come on, Wapsel, you know I'm right.
Now, I know which way I'm voting. I'm trying to come up with the rhyme. A lot of these topics would end up like crap, but this time I got to go with the mouse and his trap.
Yeah, yeah. The Mouse Disney World. Woo woo. Very nice. All right, fine. I think this should be our final one, guys, and I'm really excited about it. I might have to pick a different one because this one says, okay, I'm going to read you exactly what it says word for word. What was the first Bond film not based on an Ian Fleming book? ? GoldenEye. They went ahead for some reason and answered that one for us. So do we even want to do that one because they already answered it for us? No, we have to factor that into the equation, right?
Okay.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
I already vote for that one.
And the other one is, well, you say that, she well, hold on. How does Freddy Krueger wipe his butt?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Oh, man.
These are two powerhouses.
So, Oh, wow.
Yes, we saved the best for last for sure.
All right. Well, we've got the ironic one, right? Not ironic, I guess, but it's the dumb one. And you love the dumb ones. You got to vote for that. But then you got your Freddy Krueger cutting up his anus, so
Which is
you got to
great.
Cutting up his anus.
It's okay to say, right?
And if I've ever wanted to see anything, obviously number one on my list of things I want to see, Freddy Krueger cutting up the anus.
Hey, he lives in dreams. He can just change his hands into regular hands.
Well, that's what I was going to
that.
say. The fact that
Don't
you
you
went
think?
straight to how does Freddy Krueger wipe his butt? He just does it like normal, but there's a lot of pain and terribleness involved. you didn't even. That's where you started, rather than like, a different hand or knife covers or the knife glove comes off, or he doesn't because he's a dreamscape person. Yeah,
maybe he has a bidet.
A bidet, right? There's so many options, and your first thought was pretty painful. I know that. That's all I know.
I'll tell you one thing I know. I'm gonna read these two topics again. So we'll remember. Okay, so what was the first Bond film not based on an Ian Fleming book, GoldenEye? And how does Freddy Krueger wipe his butt?
Oh my gosh.
Look, I want to point out too what a terrible topic really the GoldenEye one is, because James Bond is a good topic to say, like, who is your favorite James Bond? That's the go-to, right?
Right.
Like, it's just trivia. A conversation starter isn't trivia because if they know the answer, then it's the end of the conversation.
And it's like, I can see how that would come out in a conversation. You'd be like, what? Now, what is the only James Bond book not based on an Ian Fleming? What is it? GoldenEye? And that's the end of the conversation, right? You're just like, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe let me Google it.
I was going to say there might be an internet search involved for sure.
My response would be,
Yeah, we already got way more traction out of the Freddy Krueger one.
yeah. And what's funny is the guy who asked that question probably was Edward Scissorhands, of course. He's like, how did he do it?
Can I get some tips, please?
Some tips.
Somebody solve this problem for me.
Because I got some things back there that need to be addressed. These scissors have not been helping me in this department. I have some problems back there. All right, I'm going for. I'm gonna go ahead and do it first this time. I'm voting for. What was the first Bond film not based on an Ian Fleming book? GoldenEye. Yeah,
The Dark Horse.
The Dark Horse.
Okay, well, I gotta go with the Freddy Krueger one. I think that's a good topic. I think it humanizes him, which he's been needing a rebrand for a while. So, I'm going Freddy Krueger.
I just have to say that I'm just going to interject that when I think of Freddy Krueger, I think of him as a cuddly, funny guy. But if you watch the movies, he's really bad. But I haven't watched the movies in so long. I'm just really fond of him. So just had to throw that in there. He's my fun buddy. Going with Freddy. Going with my fun buddy, Freddy.
Oh, we have a winner.
There can be only one.
Only one winner.
Only one winner.
And the winner this time is how does Freddy Krueger wipe his butt?
Yes. The greatest ultimate winner that we've
We
had
went through
Rando.
all of that. We went through all of that just to land on how does Freddy Krueger wipe his butt?
Couldn't have
All
asked
right,
for a
guys.
better ending.
Yep.
That was a really good episode of Rando Review Riot.
That is a great one. Hey, do you guys remember whenever we were little and we had like a Barbie doll of Freddy Krueger that was so scary?
Uh-huh.
Like a Barbie doll sized. Freddy
Oh, I
Krueger with
forgot
a hat
about that.
and
I
everything.
loved that doll.
Yeah, because he had all his clothes, all of his accoutrements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
And
he was scary.
he was like, part of my Barbie world.
Yeah, exactly. He just lived with the Barbies. Wow.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
Barbie, Ken, Freddy Krueger.
But anyway, I'm thinking about if we're going to try to find these old Freddy Krueger dolls and buy them, we're going to need to do that with some money. So let's go to the 5-star review.
Five-star
Let's
review.
go.
What?
When you're left with a stain, you're so damn fed up that you gotta complain. Write a letter
right, well, today's 5-star review comes to you via that clickety-clack that you've probably heard out of Sherry's mouth. It's Hall's sugar-free throat lozenge cough drops.
Oh.
You know them, you love them. You've got some close to you right now. Probably one is in your mouth right now because they did ask us to subliminally suggest people need one for the first half of the episode, and that's what she's been doing.
Because it relieves coughs and soothes sore throats, and it cools your nasal passages.
I have a question. Does it still have mentholyptus?
Well,
remember when that was the big selling point on the commercials? Mentholyptus.
I apologize for the crinkly package, but I'm just going to look here. It's just called menthol now. I think mentholyptus was probably like their eucalyptus / menthol blend.
Right. Blend. Yeah.
So the active ingredient is menthol, and I have mountain menthol flavor, and it's pretty gross, I'm going to say. Sorry, Halls.
It sounds gross.
Pretty gross.
Mountain menthol.
Mountain menthol. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it funny? For a while there, all the cough drops were just like, let's use this term that nobody knows what it means and make them think that good cough drops have mentholymptus in it. And we were all like, oh,
Mentholymptus.
You can't say that with a cough drop in your mouth. That's for sure.
mentholymptus.
Okay. That's all I got. Thanks, Halls.
Thanks, Halls.
Thanks, Halls.
When you're left with a stain, you're so damn fed up that you gotta complain. Write a letter, you'll feel better. Reviews.
Okay, well, for our last review today, man, what a helpful episode. First, we really set a high bar for season 3 of how helpful we're going to be this season.
Really?
And so continuing in that helpful train there, we're going to review Little Debbie's snack cakes for our last review today.
Little Debbie.
I feel like I think everybody, especially our family, has a very close relationship with Debbie and her little cakes. And so I think we're going to really be able to help some people out here. Shishi, what do you think about Little Debbie's cakes?
Oh, what's not to think? I mean, we've been eating them forever. They're cheaper than Hostess. That's why. They have lots of different flavors, and they're all great. And I'm pre-diabetic, so I can't eat any of it. That's what I think.
Yeah, none of us probably should have been eating them quite at the rate that we were.
That's why I'm pre-diabetic.
Oh, man. Tone, what do you think about Little Debbie's?
You know, I think that Little Debbie, it conjures just the words conjure up an image of a young girl being taught how to bake and make wonderful little snack cakes and things like that. But I personally prefer Big Bobby's snack cakes.
Okay.
Big Bobby's is way better than Little Debbie's. So that's where I land.
Where do they sell those?
They don't sell them. You just have to call Big Bobby and be like, "Hey, can you drop me off some snack cakes?
Can you give me some snack cakes?
And in case
don't bring me those Christmas trees again. It's not Christmas anymore."
He's like, "But I got so much stock." No, I know that's your problem at this point in the year, Bobby.
Big Bobby, big Bobby.
I'm sorry.
So, excuse
Bobby
me.
was my dad.
Big
I'm Big Bobby. Now, Tony, can you just, for anybody that didn't have Big Bobbies, just to kind of help, can you tell them, like, what's the main difference between Big Bobbies and Little Debbie's?
Sugar. That's all.
That's it.
Big Bobby, he doesn't use sugar in his snack cakes.
He's pre-diabetic, and so he's trying to make it a little healthier.
Oh, you just gave me an idea.
Oh,
I'm just going to try that. And so I think it's going to end up bread.
Right.
So he's just giving you a loaf of Wonder Bread. That's what he's doing.
A loaf of snack cakes.
Yeah, you're like, Big Bobby, I'd like just drop off some snack cakes at my house. He's like, you want wheat or white? Think about it.
Do you like assorted like grains and nuts on the top?
I'd like a 7-grain snack cake you got. That's my favorite. So just here's a quick question. When you think Little Debbie's, what is the first snack cake that pops into your mind? I mean, there's a lot of different ones that they make.
Good question.
Dunkin' Sticks.
That's a good one.
Y'all know about Dunkin' Sticks?
Oh yeah.
I do.
That's second. I think about the white fancy cakes first.
Yes, that's the first thing I think of as well. Yeah.
And then the Dunkin' Sticks after that.
Wow. Neither one of those are in my top 5 of like first coming to mind. It's oatmeal cream pie.
You've also got a Star Crunch. Okay.
Star Crunch and oatmeal cream pie are my top 2 quickly.
Oh yeah.
And then Nutter Butter.
I haven't eaten as many of those. Ooh, oh my gosh. You guys, Nutty Buddies I can't keep them in the house. I really think that's why I gained about 20 pounds one summer because I can't eat one. And it's something about pulling those pieces apart. And crunching the pieces, just, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's an oral fixation for sure.
The experience of eating them plus the taste factor is a great combo. And you know what's hard as an adult is once in a while, not all that often, once in a while as an adult, you'll find yourself sitting around by yourself. And deep in the deepest part of your brains, no one will know if I walk in there and get another one.
Mm-hmm.
No one will ever question it. And that's a dangerous place to be. Because
now,
you can just do that whenever you want.
When I was eating these all the time, I didn't have any time alone because I had little kids and I was a stay-at-home mom. So I would get my first one, let the kids have theirs, and then I would go in the kitchen, and while they were watching TV, I would eat another one. Or I would just take, I think there's 2 in a package, so I would take 2 packages to my room, in the back room where we were all sitting, and I'd just be on my computer and open one, and they weren't paying attention to me. They just thought I was working on the same one. So, but I would eat 4 at one time. I mean, it was a real problem. So I don't even buy them and I don't even look at them. I don't have them in the house. I'm like, kids, I'm sorry, you can't have these. You have to eat them at a friend's house. You can't have them.
That's how I am with all Little Debbie right now. I don't want any of it in my house because it will be a problem.
Well, I wonder if this is the same for you. Here's why I think Little Debbie's have such a place in my heart. Yes, they're tasty and all that stuff, but it's because, anytime I would go over to a friend's house to spend the night, we would always stop by the movie rental place and pick out some movie we were going to watch or maybe game we were going to play, right? Like that was a part of the experience. Then we would always go to buy some kind of Little Debbie cake because, it's like $1 for 12 of them. So, of course, the parents are like, let's give this to you. And then we knew we were going to order a pizza that night. So sometimes you'd swing by and get it or sometimes you'd order it and have it delivered. So it was like a part of the ritual of the middle school sleepover that I really loved so much. And so that's what Little Debbie means to me is we're about to stay up till 3 a.m. farting from the pizza and sick to our stomachs from the Nutty Buddies and playing video games. And that's a great day right there to me.
That's a good day. Hell yeah. My main relationship with Little Debbie is one that is fraught with peril. And she's
a treacherous little bitch.
Yes, it's been a problem. And that's why I switched to Big Bobby's. Mm-hmm. No sugar, just flour.
Just flour and lard. Basically biscuits. Big Bobby's got it down. Lard. Fried pan bread.
I was going to say that. You think it's pan bread, but it's not. It's a
snack cakes.
Big Bobby snack cake.
I mean, why are we saying snack cakes have to be sweet?
You can snack on any kind of cake, yeah.
Right? Because cake, I guess.
Is all cake a snack cake? Is there any cake that's not a snack cake?
There's no meal cake.
Right. Supper cake. I want to have me some supper cake.
I've had breakfast cake in the past, but I don't think it was a real thing. I think I
also had breakfast cake this morning.
I did. I had a donut that put me about in a coma. I'm done.
I miss donuts.
Here's what I love. Whenever the kids come and say, hey, can we have a snack cake? Not until you've had your supper cake. Please.
If you don't eat your meat, how can you have any supper cake?
Oh, man.
I do miss that sugar coma. I really
It's,
do.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
really is.
Well, let's do our best to rate these sweet little boogers, these sweet little heart stoppers. She, what do you rate Little Debbie's snack cakes?
I rate Little Debbie's snack cakes 5.9 out of 5.7 because of my A1C. 5.7 is normal.
I love it.
That's great. That's technical. Okay, Tone, what do you rate Little Debbie's snack cakes?
1 out of 2 feet cut off because it makes it
Oh my God. That's dark.
Sorry.
my God.
1 out of 2.
Man. It is
Wow.
a good thing. It is a good thing no one listens this far into the podcast.
That's right. We can guarantee there are no listeners.
I love it when you go dark. I love it.
This is kind of a zag, but just to prove our point that no one's listening, I'm going to rate Little Debbie snack cakes 84 Zoobly Doos. Just to see if anyone calls me out for
Zoobly doos.
Zoobly doos.
Yeah, if you're listening right
do you spell
now,
that?
you have to contact us and let us know whether or not you heard him say Zoobly doos.
Can you,
You have
was
to
it
contact
84 of them? Is
84
that
of
right?
them, yeah.
84 of them?
Yeah.
That's a lot of Zoobly doos.
When it comes to Zoobly
Baldy
Doos, it's a few too many.
Doos.
Oh,
All right.
but,
I
yeah.
spelled it. I don't know if I spelled it your way.
We've never really just
I
tried
didn't.
an experiment. The other experiment I tried real life. I sent Rachel a message, and some people have liked it that were also in the youth group with us whenever that happened, but she has not responded yet. So I was hoping by the end of the podcast I was going to have a full circle moment, and she hasn't said anything yet. So
Oh, no.
so I'll update you all in a future time. But for this week,
Cool.
I think that is going to do it for episode 71. Start of season 3. What a great time to be alive. Hey, like Sherry said at the beginning, we do have some suggestions. So thank you for those. But also, those are old and busted. Those are season 2. If we get enough new ones, we will throw those season 2 ones straight out in the dumpster fire.
Right
Straight
window.
out into the dumpster.
Bring us some new, fresh hotness. If you want to know, like Wordle, this game that's out, that could be a topic.
Ooh.
It could be something, real topical, really something just like right off the bat, like hairstyles, whatever. It could be anything. It could be
or Harry Styles.
or Harry Styles, right?
Ooh.
Or any kind of styles. So, send us those things at reviews@kick.cool. We would love to have them.
We really would. And, when you're talking about styles, one of the most stylish things ever is the band Bugs. And we'd like to thank them for letting us use the song Reviews as our theme song. Please go like their Facebook page and, wear your underwear today in appreciation of Bugs. When you put them on, I want you to say, this is for Bugs, the band.
Yeah. And then, they also have a good Twitter. I think they're bigger on Twitter than anywhere. So go over there and like their Twitter feed. And then while you're there, like ours too, and follow us.
Ooh.
I don't think you like Twitter. I think you follow Twitter. So
Yes.
I've been on Twitter for years. Okay. So I'm not stupid. I just can't remember the lingo because I'm old. But yeah, go to our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Kick the Cool everywhere.
Yeah.
That's right. Man, what a great week it has been. Good to be back. Looking forward to a great season ahead. But we're done for now. So, I'm Wop.
I'm Bullfrog.
And I'm Tone.
All right, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye, guys. Love you so much.
Love you.
I can't believe
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
You'll feel better.
cake cool.